It started like any other normal day. Got the kids ready for school. Got Dylan to take his vitamins, which he fought me on every morning. And we went up the driveway to the bus, and that was the last time I saw him alive.
Nicole Hockley's 6-year-old son, Dylan, whose bright blue eyes and laugh filled a room, whose favorite foods were Hershey's chocolate bars, Red Delicious apples, and garlic bread, was one of 20 children and 6 adults who died in a hail of gunfire at Sandy Hook Elementary School 2 years ago today. Dylan, who was autistic, was found in the arms of his school aide, Anne Marie Murphy, who died trying to shield him.
In some respects, that makes so much sense, because she wouldn't have left him. So they died together.
There's a lot Nicole doesn't remember from that horrible day, but she clearly recalls the man who gave her the news no parent wants to hear, Connecticut Governor Dan Malloy. Malloy spoke in a back room of the firehouse where parents had gathered.
I did say to the parents that they were, if they had not been united with their family already, then they were not going to be united with their family.
And the room just erupted. And I'll be honest, at that moment in time, I hated him because that was who had told me.
But since that terrible day, the two have become allies in the fight for new gun restrictions and regulations that would keep weapons out of the hands of the mentally ill. As the communications director for Sandy Hook Promise, an organization founded in the aftermath of the tragedy, Hockley advocated in Washington, D.C. for new legislation.
I'm one of those people that I have to do something to stop it. I can't let it be a senseless tragedy because it was a preventable tragedy.
While federal legislation stalled in partisan gridlock, in April of 2013, Governor Malloy signed into Connecticut law some of the most restrictive gun policies in the country. And while gun violence experts say it's far too early to tell how effective the new law is, Governor Malloy points to the fact that there were 32% fewer murders in 2013 than 2011.
We've seen a dramatic drop in murders in our state. We've denied people the ability to purchase weapons because they fell into a category such as a felony conviction or mental treatment.
The new Connecticut law strengthened gun laws that were already on the books, making background checks universal for all gun and ammunition purchases and limiting the ability of the mentally ill to purchase guns. The new legislation outlawed more than 100 additional assault weapons, including the AR-15 semi-automatic rifle that Adam Lanza used to kill so many at Sandy Hook. Large-capacity magazines holding more than 10 rounds were banned as well.
This is a weapon that's been banned in your state. It's been determined to be an assault weapon, and obviously it was used in Sandy Hook, so we know that it killed quite a few people.
It didn't kill 20 school children in Sandy Hook. Adam Lanza killed 20 school children in Sandy Hook.
53-year-old Dom Basil, an employee for the U.S. Postal Service and a firearms instructor, is a gun collector and owns many weapons that are now outlawed in the state. Basil legally purchased these guns before the ban went into effect, so is allowed to keep them.
Punishing me and those like me solely because we lawfully and responsibly possess the same type of property that a criminal had makes about as much logical sense as punishing you for owning the same type of car that a drunk driver had.
Basil is so frustrated about the new state law that he plans to move to Maine, where he owns property and plans to build his own gun range. And Basil is not alone. A statewide poll taken last May found that 38% of voters do not support the stricter gun regulations, while 56% were in favor.